came here just to state my name and also let y'all know what I'm claiming. I ain't got to be famous, long as the hood know that I'm one of the greatest. I guess that's enough for me to make it. Sometimes that's enough for me to take shit, but that's never enough for me to take this music you can use and turn it into some fake shit. I'm representing the niggas from the pavement.
Anything.
Get out of this house.
Katheryn.
Or stay and join Jennifer on the floor.
But the doors are locked.
Okay.
Well, where are the keys?
The window isn't locked.
Shut up. Tell me shut up.
And you don't tell me what to do! All right. When I am done taking your ass to court, that is your settlement. You will leave here with your life and nothing else.
What's going on, everybody? This is Timothy Cuddy Sanders. I am the host of CuttysCouchTV, and I have the pleasure of having the lovely Renee Lawless here today of the Have and the Have-Nots, Tyler Perry show, and she plays the lovely Katheryn Cryer. How are you today?
I'm doing fabulous. I'm a lot warmer today than I was a few days ago.
I know, and thank you for coming to the
My
couch.
Pleasure.
Yes. So we're going to jump right in.
Okay.
And we're going to get deep and talk about like this finale season thing that just went on. And like what's going on?
Well, I'm trying to think. We've shot so many, I'm trying to think, which finale are we talking about? Okay. You know, as far as Katheryn is concerned, you know, we're getting ready to leave. You know, we've just left, you know, little Q's funeral. And Katheryn's pretty much, you know, still I got a groove back type, you know, in other words, Katheryn's kind of going on her own. She's told Jim, I don't want, you know, leave me alone, I don't want to mess with you. And I think this coming season, you're going to see a lot more of Katheryn taking charge. That doesn't mean that you're not going to see some Jim coming around. I mean, I'm not a big spoiler alert on that, but we are an ensemble cast. But I think you're going to see Katheryn trying to help out Hannah a little more and being a little bit more of a nurturer. She's still dealing with her son. She's still dealing with issues. She's still dealing with the DA and all that drama. But you might see a lighter side of Katheryn too.
Well, I see that now. Like I see you smiling and stuff, but what I wanted to talk to you about.
Yeah, Katheryn doesn't smile much.
I know, the looks, they're like stone looks, but it's still a certain niceness in it, but it's like still a little conniving in it. Like, are you nice, naughty, or like, what's that?
I don't think Katheryn always knows what she's thinking, but I think she likes to keep the audience guessing. You know, she knows exactly what's going on at all times. And sometimes when you think, why, Katheryn, why are you letting Jim do this? Or why are you letting this happen? Everything is calculated with her. She never will show you all her cards. We saw that evident when she killed the DA. I mean, no one saw that coming. But Katheryn always has an out. She always has a plan. It may not look that way to you, but Katheryn is never going to be backed into a corner.
But that's what it is. It's a calculating look.
It's a calculated look, yes.
So how does Katheryn differ from Renee?
I don't have $250 million.
Oh, that's a big deal.
Yet.
Right.
And so with that money, and it's not just money, it's a difference between Katheryn and Veronica is that Katheryn is old money and Veronica is new money. With that, she has an immense amount of power. She has Oprah power, if not more. She has decades of roots implanted in a city and in a state that she can kind of control a little bit. I don't have that kind of power. But where we are similar is that we're both women of a certain age. We both get frustrated. I'm not married, but I have been, but we've got frustrated with the men in our life. We get frustrated with our children. We get frustrated with our self-image. We get frustrated with loneliness, even in a crowd. That is where she and I really, and then finding that, I mean, I'm very fortunate to have some close friends, But Katheryn basically only has Crystal has Hannah, and we differ in that. And I have a couple of good girlfriends. Another thing that we differ tremendously on, which Renee is an actress, has to put aside when I'm playing Katheryn, is that Renee has a much larger moral compass. I'm a Christian, and I have faith, and I'm a little more forgiving, and I'm a little more whatever it is. Katheryn doesn't have that. So I have to remove myself when playing her from that foundation that I have in faith.
Even in being an actress, is it draining at times? Or is it like more of a release where you can be somebody else and just leave yourself alone for a minute?
It depends. There are moments that it's a glorious release. And then there are some moments that you are completely exhausted. The whole season post my daughter's suicide was exhausting. And it was exhausting because the amount of emotion and the prep that I had to do to bring all of that to the table. And at the same time, a lot of people, and where my own mother was dealing with cancer and dying and ultimately so I was trying to put all that aside, but because I had to go into that place emotionally and mentally to play what Katheryn was going through, they were really on the same highway there for a little bit. So yes, it was very draining.
Okay, and we talked to each other on several occasions, and I know how fast-paced the shooting schedule is. So how is it working on a Tyler Perry show?
It's like the Indianapolis 500 on Super Drive. We've done it so long now, we're used to it. That doesn't mean the first week back and the first couple of days you're like, wait, what? And you get stressed and you're stressed and you're stressed. And then once you're in it, it's just like business as usual. But it's that fresh out of the gate thing that's still kind of a jerk to your system, because we don't do that every day. We do go very fast. We do have to memorize a lot of pages in a given day. And like I said, by the time we're in it the first week, it's in our bones, but it's a jerk to the system right off the bat.
All right, so we talked a lot about Katheryn, a little bit about Renee. Now let's delve into Renee.
Okay.
Like, I know you're theater, like you're a singer. You even had a CD out.
Years ago, I had a live CD made up of just some live performances I had done in my home church as a gospel CD. And you would buy it. You can still buy it actually in my church in Jacksonville, Florida, First Baptist Church of Jacksonville. And I have a few, but I wound up giving to friends. But I haven't. I'm hoping. My goal is within the next year to get in a studio and record a Christmas album. That is my goal.
You were Miss Jacksonville.
Yes, I was. Miss Jacksonville 19.
Right, exactly.
Ain't nobody's business.
You just don't say beauty queen.
I don't say beauty queen. Angela Robinson and I both were former Miss America contestants on the Florida level.
So you're just a total creative spirit.
Correct, totally. And we both have solid theater roots that we really like.
So what are some of the things you're working on now? You got some more stuff coming up?
Yeah, I'm going to be doing an independent short. It's going to be kind of a film noir meets alien type scenario that hopes to be shooting next month. And I had been asked just to do a cute little stint in an upcoming web series, and now it looks like it's going to be pitched to pilot.
Oh,
and so we don't really have a name. It's with Kathy Garber, who used to be the oldest daughter on Family Affair from back in the 60s. It might be before some of your time, but her son has written this amazing comedy, and now it might be getting picked up on a larger scale. So that's coming up.
All right, so let's just tell the people, like, not what's going to happen, but just pitch them into, like, waiting on the 5th season to come over.
Okay. Hi, I'm Renee Lawless. You know me as Katheryn Cryer from Tyler Perry's The Have and Have Nots, and we have a rock and roll roller coaster season coming up for you on Tuesday nights at 9 o'clock on the Oprah Winfrey Network. Stay tuned. Katheryn's going to rock your world.
came here just to state my name and also let y'all know what I'm claiming. I ain't got to be famous, long as the hood know that I'm one of the greatest. I guess that's enough for me to make it.
Cutty's Couch is sponsored in part by Chalant Magazine.